when you're fishing in your own pond, those fish aren't looking for savings because you're not advertising savings. Those fish are looking for whatever it is you're building your market, your call to action on. Ours was batteries. So our average system was 35 to 40 grand. We added a battery. It was 55 to 60 grand. And the customer, we would show them. So I did a test in 2021 when Generac approached us and they were like, we're going to help pay for TV commercials. We're going to partner with you guys. We're going to do all these big things. Their CEO flew in, like all this stuff. And I was like, who the hell is Generac? I never heard of them. I mean, I never bought a generator before. I was like, who's Generac? Then I looked them up. I go, oh shit, they're a $12 billion public company. Okay, let's hear what they really got to say. So they did this whole dog and pony show. We bought this company, Pica. We got this great product. I loved the vision because we wanted to go batteries. We were waiting on SolarEdge to come up with their battery and they were taking too long. I was like, I came from the home security side. I don't know if you guys are aware of that, but in the home security business back in the day when everyone had landlines, I was one of the first companies to offer GSM radios to all my customers because I knew landlines were going to become obsolete. I had this vision of like bad guys cut the phone lines or they turn the phone lines off. Like you need a GSM radio. I felt the same way. I feel personally in my heart, if you get solar without a battery, it's useless. Like, what are you doing? Like battery's the future. What are you doing? That's how I feel. The moment you try to show them savings, the day that it's not, because the way all of the, you use Aurora, you use whoever, Solo, you use any of these companies, they all go back to PV watts tied to the government. They all say the same information, a couple little adjustments here and there based on azimuth and where it's facing and the panels and all that, right? But the problem is all this is an annual estimation based on annual average sunny days. So when someone thinks they're saving 50% on their power bill, that's why it's very important to coach your salespeople right, have QA calls after. But they're like, yeah, we always say your average annual estimation reduction on your bill will be X. But that's an annual average. So in February and March, it won't be X. It might be Y. But in July and June, it might be Z, and it averages out. The problem is consumers sometimes don't hear that, and they go, I only saved 25% last month, and they're pissed. So you don't want to get into the habit of talking savings. You want to get into the habit of talking value. And they'll buy it. I mean, we were doing 50 million a month in revenue. We had 40,000 customers. They'll buy value, but you got to show them value. You got to be a big brand, not a big company, a big brand. That's different. You build your brand the way you want based on reputation. Our reputation outstanding until this happened. So you do that. You want to get referrals. I mean, I'll teach you how to do testimonials every single time for your people. Post it. That builds up your SEO. You know, all these things that you do that really changes the whole mindset of your business and how you're growing it. Time of use, they're going to change the rates on you every time they turn around. They might take away net metering. That's the other thing. You're selling savings. These utility companies got smart. They paid enough money to legislation. They take out net metering. Like there's a video out there flying around. I was arguing with the Senate in Michigan. All the solar people in the whole Midwest picked me to go argue with the Michigan Senate about net metering and them taking it away. Like I was a whole 20-minute argument. I crushed it. I thought it was really good, we got most of our way, but we ended up meeting in the middle of some stuff, but they were taking it away from consumers and the batteries combat that. And I told them in the Senate meeting, I said, well, all you're going to do is force these people to get batteries and buy less of their power. So that's fine. You're going to upset your constituents and our consumers. And they're going to say, you know what, DTE, and you know what, whatever the other power company is out there, we're done with you. We're just going to get a battery and store most of our energy now and buy very, very little from you. So you guys are hurting yourself. That's fine. Like that was the conversation on the Senate floor, but it's all value and it's all marketing, like how you market, how you build your brand, right? You credibility, testimonial videos. You're in with a home and they're like, oh, you're like, yeah, Mitch down the street in the same city. Look at our Facebook, look at our Instagram. It's posting consistently, right? Not every now and then, consistently. Yeah. All those things start to add up every day. And then all of a sudden things get easier, your ROAS gets better, or if you look at it, creation cost starts to go down in certain platforms, but it's always about ROAS and you're like, wow, this is working and we're really able to scale and you have control rather than just hand the keys off and you want to keep control. Everybody wants batteries and all the solar people are chicken shit to sell them, which is wrong. They're chicken shit because you know why they were taught? It's all about savings. That's a half-ass sales rep, dude. That's a lazy guy taking the path of least resistance. I can't stand guys like that. Go in there and sell value, educate the consumer what they need to know, and let them make a decision. Because we did a test. That's what I was trying to tell you guys. So in 2021, when they did the whole dog and pony show, I said, all right, I want to do batteries. Let's give this a shot. So we gave an option to the consumer. At the time, we were doing $399 solar only, right? So I'm pitching you, Eric, and I'm like, hey, you're going to get 20 panels, solar only, $399 interest rate, 20-year. Remember, it was 20-year, $399. Maybe you guys remember that. Maybe you don't. That's what it was. It was $399, 20-year. And your payment is $150 a month. Okay. Or what I could do for you, Eric, is I can get you the same 20 panels and a battery at $299 for 25 years. And your payment's $181 a month. So it's $1 more a day to get a battery. Which one would you like? We saw 7 out of 10 pick the battery. So 2020, we did that. 2021, we sold everyone batteries. We were 98% battery attachment in 2021. That's why Goldman Sachs, Tesla, Sunrun, before they bought Tesla, all those companies came to us and wanted to buy us. I was doing pitches every day. I did 200 presentations to sell our company. And we had a deal with a public company to do a reverse merger for $1.05 billion. Like, because our battery attachment was so high, that was the most appealing, sexy thing to the outside investment world and to the stock market, because batteries were the future. And we had that high attachment. Like, what the hell are you doing? We're letting the consumer educate and make a decision. And we're not going after customers for savings. If you're just looking to spend $150, $200 a month for panels, call them, but you're going to be calling them later to get a battery. This is what we're doing. And that's how we did it. And it worked. Of course, it's scary, but it works. You got to believe in it for it to work.